What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Hope you all had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. Ted continues to be dumb as shit. Like, if you see Leslie in a room, why are you going in there and closing the door? Why entertain a conversation with her? Like, he claims he wants nothing to do with her. He will never sleep with her again. And now he's starting to question if they even did sleep together because he was drunk. So now he's trying to find out. Leslie was like, motherfucker, we had sex. Don't even try it. And she said we could do it again. He was like, yeah, that shit ain't never gonna happen. And he was like, I'm not paying for your room. So that's not happening. She was like, no. Leslie let him know. She said, I don't need you to pay for my room. She said, I already took your credit card off the room, so I put mine up there. At least he ain't gotta pay for that shit. Good for him. But at the same time, get the hell out of that room. Like, stop entertaining her. Leslie is so pathetic. Like, and this is just my opinion. Leslie is a damn good looking woman. Like, she really is. Leslie is a gorgeous woman. Like, there's no denying that. If you can get past the crazy tendencies and all that, but she's gorgeous. It's like, why do you keep running behind this man? You know, he tells her literally to her face how much of a joke she is. Every time he tells her. He even told her again today. He was like, nobody in Fairmont Crest is going to take you serious. Yeah, you got some money and you could pay for a fancy room and fancy food and shit now. But he was like, nobody in Fairmont Crest society is going to take you serious. They always going to look at you like the joke you are. Like, this man, every time he see her, he call her a joke. And she's still sitting there, oh, Teddy Weddy, we could be together. I'm like, yeah, you a different type of Delulu. Like, that's a whole nother level of crazy right there. Like, this man call you everything but a child of God and you still want him? Stop chasing behind him. Like, it's sad to see. It is so sad. Like, you really want to be with him. You really want to be on his arm. Like, what? Like, for what? Go find you somebody else. If they want to tolerate you crazy. Because she look good. Like, she really do. She's not a bad looking woman. So I don't get it. And then she's sitting over here talking about, oh, I ordered up some caviar and champagne. Listen, I'm not a wealthy person by any means, but even if I got some money like that, I would never in my life order no damn caviar. Listen, fish eggs, fuck no. I'm not eating that shit. You couldn't pay me to eat that because I know me, I wouldn't like it. And then you know how expensive caviar is for them little ass jars. You know, in order to even eat caviar and get a bang for your buck kind of thing, you got to get you a very small fork or spoon to eat that shit because they give you a little ass jar of it for that amount of money. I'm like, no. And it's so funny watching Leslie try to fit into society, like ordering caviar, talking about, oh, all the rich people order it. She's trying to do everything that she despised rich people do, spending money, going to, play tennis, everything wealthy people do that she can't stand, she trying to do it. Caviar and all that. Like, girl, be you. Stop trying to fit in with these rich people. Because I agree with Ted on that note. Like, these people may not accept you. They may take your money, because you got a lot of it. So they may take it, but they never will accept you fully. You know what I'm saying? They're going to laugh in your face. They're gonna smile in your face. Oh, hey, how are you? To get that check. But behind your back, they don't like you. You knew money, you know. That's all it is. And of course, she ate the damn caviar. I was like, oh, this stuff nasty. This Ted looked at her. He was like, shit, I've been eating caviar for years. He was like, I love that shit. He sure enough took that shit too, that little ass jar. I'm like, Ted, stop entertaining this lady. Like, please stop entertaining her. And speaking of pathetic, Eva, another one, pathetic Junior. Like, I don't get her. I don't get her. I don't. Some days I don't. Like, when the show first started, I was, feeling bad for her because the way her mother was treating her and acting towards her. But she just as crazy as her, just as nutty, and with just as much, with just amount of low self esteem as her mother. Because it just seems like they have low self esteem. Like, why do you insist on being second place? Leslie is doing that when it come down to Ted. Ted keep telling her to her face she's a joke and that he's in love with Nicole. Yes, she keep chasing him. Tomas literally just told this girl that he missed Kat, and yet here she go kissing on him. What are you doing? He just said that he missed Kat. and that he like Cat. You keep choosing to be second. You know what I'm saying? Then sitting over here having couch sex, asking this man how many body counts he like, how many bodies he got, like what's his body count, and he tried to lie to my hundreds. Told my stop it. A hundred women did not fuck you. Like stop it. I don't care how decent you look. You ain't gotten that much game to get no 100 women. No, hell no. And he was like, "Oh, it's been about a dozen, and some of it been repeat business." I could work with that. I could believe a dozen. A dozen, I could believe. I could believe that. Um, but I know it ain't bigger than that. I'm sure. No, he ain't got that much damn game. I mean, if they sleeping with him, it's obviously off of looks alone. It ain't because you started talking. 'Cause I'm pretty sure once they hear you start talking, they're gonna be like, it's enough. Um, but yeah. So he just admitted to Eva that he been having feelings for her. But I feel like he's just using Eva for sex at this point. Because his whole logic for doing what he doing is because, oh, Kat hasn't been returning my phone calls, and she said I'm whacking beds, so I don't think we got anything else to talk about. I guess it's over. It's clearly over. Okay, but did you go see Kat? I mean, she may not be returning your phone calls. Well, then go by her place and go have that conversation with her, or send her a text and let her know, listen, I think we need to end this. You should have ended things with her first. But even still, you still should have never slept with Eva knowing how Kat feels. Like, everything about him has been a betrayal to Kat. Like, him even speaking to Eva about Kat is a betrayal. Him being friends with her is a betrayal. Knowing how Kat feel about this girl and what she's done, it's a betrayal. Everything about that. You know what I mean? So him sleeping with her finally is not shocking. I can't believe she's okay with having little couch sex. But Eva's a pygmy. Like, she just is desperate. Um, I was actually happy that Chelsea urged Kat to go over to talk to Eva or whatever. I was glad she did because I wanted Kat to see that. I wanted her to walk in on that, and see how low down Tomas and Eva are, and finally put it into this relationship. But I was pissed at Chelsea because she's basically trying to tell Kat, oh, just go there and try to extend the olive branch, because it'll go a long way with Tomas. Fuck that. Why should Kat have to keep lowering her standards for Tomas? Like, for what? There's nothing wrong with having high standards. And if Tomas can't get with that, then he needs to step off. She shouldn't have to keep lowering herself to make him happy and being friends with somebody or trying to be cool with somebody that she deems an enemy. Absolutely not. Just to keep him? No, I'm glad that she came in there, and you got to give her a brand new bag. And Kat was not happy about gifting her their new bag because she was like, mm-mm. She said giving her our nice, beautiful bag with them polyester outfits she be wearing. Kat is a damn fool. She said the little polyester outfits do not go with this bag. Oh gosh, she killed me with that because I was like, damn, Kat. Why I gotta be polyester? That's them twins, Polly and Esther. Lord. But I'm glad she walked in on that. And you see, Eva was trying to quickly get her to fuck up out of here. She was like, all right, Kat, you can go. I don't need the bag. You can go. You can go. And I'm glad because Kat was getting ready to leave. And then here comes Tomas walking out there. I said, now, this is how you do a Monday episode. This is what I'm talking about, because usually shit like this happen on a Friday. I said, okay, come through with the cliffhanger Monday, even though we ain't got to wait. But, which is the good part. I can't wait for her to go off. And I'm pretty sure Tomas gonna come up with every excuse in the book as why he slept with Eva. And I'm like, just get closure, slap the shit out of him, slap the shit out of her, and just walk on up out of there and go move on. Like, this is what I needed for her. Like, I needed her to finally wake up and let this fool go. If he want Eva, let him go be with Eva. Since they claim that they're so equally yoked, let them go be together then. Be done with the bullshit. It's about time. So anyway, moving on from that. So Kat, Samantha, Chelsea, and some girl, I think she's a manufacturer or whatever. They were doing the live stream for the new handbags and stuff, showing them off, trying to get some pre-order sales and whatnot. I thought it was dope. It started out really nice, really well. You know, they had the Chelsea cat background and stuff. That shit was nice. You know, Samantha was doing her thing, you know, getting people in on the calls and stuff like that. The calls were going pretty well. Everything was professional, everything was dope. Until they got this call. Fucking Allison. I said, now who the hell gave this hoe a phone? But you know what? I ain't surprised because you know when she go to prison. See, this is what I don't like about the prison system nowadays. They got too many liberties in prison now. You know, inmates be on TikTok and shit while they in the prison. They be on TikTok and everything. I remember I was scrolling TikTok one day and I seen a live, and it was dudes in prison on the live. I said, what the fuck? I said, since when can you be on social media and TikTok and all this, that, and the third in the prison? I said, what the fuck? They giving them too many privileges. I see why people love going to prison now. Shit, you could do the shit we do on the outside. They ain't shit. It's a free meal, free meals, free bed. And you get to be on social media, have phones and iPads and shit. I'm like, nah, y'all turning prison into a picnic. And I don't like that. Cause no, people getting too many free will and free liberties up in there. Hell to the no. This is where my tax dollars going. For them to get phones. So Allison nutty ass was up there talking about something. Hey wifey, I'm so proud of you. I said, cut that shit off. Cat jumped. She was like, cut it off, cut it off. She was like, Samantha, cut it off, cut that shit. She was like, cut it. But you know what? I give Chelsea credit because Chelsea did not break. Like, you could see the tears starting to well up in her eyes and shit. But she tried to keep it as professional as she could because she knew it was live stream. She really tried. And I give her credit for that because she held her shit together. You know, trying to keep a smile on her face. You know, even though it was a nervous smile, she tried to keep that shit up. And I'm glad that, you know, they cut that live. Yep, cut it. Nope. And I see why, you know, Chelsea doesn't want to do the whole social media shit like that no more because of nonsense like this. And I love how immediately Samantha and them started checking windows, checking doors. Like, they sprung into action quickly because I would have done the same thing, even though that hole locked up. But still, you can't be too sure. And Kat called Jacob immediately. And Jacob found out about what she did. He was like, no, I'm looking right at her. She's still in cuffs. She's still in, you know, she's still here. I'm looking at her. So some rookie ass cop done gave her a phone because Allison tricked him into giving her a phone, talking about, oh, I got to look up a law firm. I got to Google a law firm. And she done went on the live. I said, whoever that rookie cop is, suspend his dumb ass. Suspend his dumb ass. Because no, you don't give her no phone. You look up the damn law firm for her and let her use the phone on your desk. Like, come on now. Don't be making these stupid rookie ass moves even though you're a rookie. You need to be sanctioned for that. Cause hell no. And she talking about, oh, you can't keep me from my wife. Jacob said, you loony trick. That ain't none of your wife. Oh, in the eyes of God. Listen, don't bring the Lord into this. The Lord ain't got nothing to do with that bootleg marriage you try to hustle. He ain't got nothing to do with that. Ugh. Nutty ass woman. You know, and I'm glad Chelsea snapped back into it and try to, you know, keep her spirits high and, you know, still wanting to celebrate because they got a lot of pre-orders. Like, they pretty much sold the fuck out already. Like, they got a big number of pre-orders, which is amazing. You know what I mean? Despite the bad, a lot of good happened. And when Kat was sitting there talking about, oh, we should live stream this part or we should get a video of this. I love how Chelsea said, some things social media don't need to see. You know what I'm saying? Let us have our private moments. And I love that because I do agree. Like, everything does not need to be filmed and live streamed and broadcast for the general public. Some things just need to be between you and, you know, your family and significant others. Like, you got to have some stuff just for you. So I'm glad Chelsea shut that down because So anyway, moving on from that. Well, before I move on from that, Chelsea really do need to go see therapy. I really think she needs to go see a therapist because that PTSD is going to kick her ass. Like, y'all remember how she was when she went to dinner with Bill and Naomi? Like, she just kept looking around and she need to go see somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because to live in fear like that and then to have this chick reaching out to you, no. So yeah, anyway, moving on from that. Vanessa went to go see Jacob or whatever to talk about Doug's accident and whatnot. And she was talking about how she went to go see her kids and This was the first time she said in probably 10 years that her son and daughter held hands. But they trying to put up a brave face for their father. At first, I thought Vanessa was gonna drop dime and say that she suspected Joey of doing this shit. But she was like, she blamed herself because for months, Doug has been spiraling and gambling and drinking, and Jacob had to reassure her, like, listen, ain't none of that shit your fault. And she started to think, like, could this have been on purpose, like when Laura got hit? But he was like, no, it wasn't nothing that suggested it was on purpose. There was, nothing. But they still waiting for the autopsy, the autopsy report. But she was convinced that it could have been that. Speaking of Laura, now that Leslie got some money, I hope the hell Laura file a civil suit against her and get some of that coin. I hope she do. She should. But at first I was thinking when Vanessa was talking about somebody being responsible, I was like, yeah, you better not mention Joey name. Because she knows she can't mention Joey name, because if she do, all hell gonna break loose. Because now you already know Jacob gonna ask a bunch more questions, look into things, and that might, tip him off about their little business dealings they got going on with the real estate stuff. So that's the last thing you want, is Jacob being tipped off to what y'all got going on, because that might fuck shit up even more. But so anyway, he was trying to reassure her or whatever, and give some of Doug's stuff back to her. But Jacob's gonna look into this, because you remember Jacob didn't think that this was an accident before when Marcel was trying to tell him, oh, it was an accident. Jacob, he know it's not an accident, but I'm glad that he didn't tell Vanessa that. You know what I'm saying? For obvious reasons. Plus, it's too early to tell. You know what I mean? He don't want to get her hopes up and they have nothing and it could turn out to look like an accident. Like, so I get that he want to play this close to the vest until he got something concrete, as he should. Randy's stupid ass went to go see Joey to pay him back the money with interest that he took, that 10,000, so he paid him back 20. Joey was like, bitch, you got some balls coming up in here. He said, now what's to stop me from pushing this button and getting my goons to come up in here and take care of your ass? He said, you better tell me something. So Randy just want to get back in his good graces or whatever and end all of this. Joey funny as shit. Joey was like, I hate it when we fight. That shit was funny as hell. Joey is crazy. But Randy is definitely playing Joey. I don't trust him. Now all of a sudden you want to be back employed with that man? I don't trust him. And I wouldn't be surprised if Doug was somewhere laying low and Randy somehow helped him. I wouldn't be shocked by that either. But Joey, I don't think trusts Randy as far as he can throw him, because he did let Randy know, I like to keep my enemies close. That's why I think he was so forgiving and like, oh, I'm gonna put him back on the payroll and whatnot, because he told Marcel, he was like, if Randy act up, he act a fool or he cross a line or whatever, he said he gonna end up just like Doug ass. It's gonna be another accident. And that's when Vanessa popped up. And I really hope Vanessa heard that shit, because deep down I feel Vanessa know Joey had something to do with that. Even though Joey tried to wax poetic, like, oh, I wouldn't hurt you, I wouldn't do that to you, deep down she know. She know the real. This is the same man that had Doug's car bugged. Like, come on. He was nervous that Doug was going to say something, so he went as far as to bug that man's car to keep track of him. You come on, Vanessa, no. She ain't that damn stupid. She might be in denial, but you ain't stupid. You know that man did that shit. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.